Now, the Megan Thee Stallion versus Tory Lanez story continues. This time, DJ Akademiks gets in the middle of it. Have you guys heard about this Meg versus Akademiks thing that happened a couple nights ago? Tory Lanez actually ended up joining it as well, but I have a couple things to say about it, so yeah, let's talk about it. Now, Megan Thee Stallion. I'm pretty sure most people are familiar with Meg at this point. No introduction needed. The other day, Megan Thee Stallion got into it with none other than DJ Akademiks. Akademiks posted some news on his Twitter account regarding the ongoing Tory and Meg case. Tory Lanez, like most people already know, has been accused by Megan Thee Stallion of shooting her. The story, of course, broke during the summer of 2020. It's still an ongoing case. Back to Akademiks. Now, Akademiks put up this tweet right here, which has since then been deleted. Breaking, it was revealed in court a few moments ago that Tory Lanez's DNA was not found on the weapon in the Megan Thee Stallion case. So, as soon as Akademiks tweeted this, a lot of blogs started reporting on this update. That led to Megan Thee Stallion eventually seeing this and responding to the blogs. But Akademiks specifically, this is what she said. She put up a couple Instagram stories. On this first one, she said, "Court ain't even started, so why y'all ready to start lying?" On this other Instagram story, she said, "Y'all got breaking news 15 minutes before court started and nobody has even been called in yet. Y'all trying to win a social media campaign. This is my real life. Y'all trying to get retweets, spreading false narratives. At Akademiks, why are you lying? What did you gain?" She followed this up by saying, "I know some of y'all blogs on payroll, but please don't get sued trying to create a hate campaign. Be a real journalist and post facts. And to my haters, keep making yourself look stupid. I don't care." On this last Instagram story, she said, "What's even more messed up is this shit is all public record and nobody even cares to read. Only thing that happened in court today was it got pushed back to April 5th. But y'all will get a lie trending. Imagine how I feel reliving this shit every day publicly. It hurts. I'm so tired." So Akademiks was getting called out by Megan Thee Stallion for putting out fake news. If it was fake news or not, we're going to talk about that. A couple things happened after this, one of those being this. A reporter by the name of Nancy Dillon tweeted the following: "There was zero mention of DNA at the Tory Lanez hearing today. The report that Tory's lawyer told court DNA results were pleasing to his side is totally fabricated. Two sources tell Rolling Stone. I'm about to receive the transcript. Will update. Pre-trial continue to April 5th. So Akademiks after this started getting bombarded for this tweet. He's saying one thing, this other reporter is disputing his claims. What the hell is going on? Now, Meg reposted this Nancy Dillon reporter's tweet, which of course ended up adding a bunch of gasoline to the ongoing fire, and Ak was getting lit up. So sometime after this reporter put up her initial tweet, she came back with another update saying, "Update, I have transcript from court reporter. This is what Tory Lanez's attorney said. We are in the process of actually retaining an expert with respect to DNA. It is our hope that we will be able to review and confirm the LAPD's analysis, which from our standpoint was favorable." So here's the thing, Akademiks' tweet was referring to the actual transcript and not the hearing, because the hearing hadn't started at the time of him putting up the tweet. And by the way, Akademiks knows Tory Lanez personally, for anyone who doesn't know, so he saw the documents and then tweeted what he tweeted, so it kind of makes sense why he would tweet this before, since Tory gave him the info. This is something he himself actually said on Twitter when he posted this update that came from Tory's lawyer. "Update, Tory Lanez trial adjourned till April, with Tory's lawyer telling the court they have completed DNA results from the prosecution, which is very pleasing to his client. I saw this document myself," Akademiks says. "It literally says it was inconclusive in finding Tory's DNA on the gun or magazine. For the record, inconclusive doesn't mean not guilty. In this case, it just means that Tory Lanez, who is accused of shooting Meg, his DNA couldn't be determined as positive nor negative in relation to, this crime he's being accused of. So it doesn't mean that he's not guilty. It also doesn't mean that he is guilty." What happened after this was Akademiks fired off a whole bunch of tweets responding to Meg. On one tweet, he said, "Meg gotta call the DA, district attorney, and ask him if it's true. I don't know why she's up on here tagging me in posts like I just be making shit up." On this other tweet, he said, "By the way, Meg can get the same document that they referenced in court today. Hopefully she's entitled to see what the DA will be using against Tory, being that she's the victim. It's a part of discovery. Ask the DA what the completed DNA test said, then come back and apologize to Big Ak." What happened after this was Megan Thee Stallion shared some text messages of Tory Lanez allegedly apologizing for shooting her. On these texts, Tory Lanez allegedly said, "Meg, I know you probably never gonna talk to me again, but I genuinely want you to know I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart and I was just too drunk. Nonetheless, shit should have never happened and I can't change what I did. I just feel horrible." I'm pretty sure I've seen these texts before, by the way, but Tory responded back saying, "Good dick had me piping two best friends and I got caught." He continued and said, "That's what I apologize for. It's sick how you spun it though. Meg responded back on IG by saying, pipe and two best friends? Nigga, you shot me. You know what's what you were apologizing for? You keep putting a narrative out that me and my friend fell out about you and that's not true. Why are you skipping over the shooting? Just admit it. You shot me because she definitely ain't do it and I ain't shoot my damn self. You think it's okay to shoot me then harass me online and make it like this was some weird cat fight? What the actual F is wrong with you? No, the amount of holes the story has had since day one, absolutely ludicrous. This year it'll be 2 years since the story broke, and I feel like we're not even getting close to what actually happened. Now granted, it is an ongoing case, so things will eventually, they will settle and we'll get the truth. But there's a lot at stake for both Meg and Tory, because if Tory is innocent, it's going to be very bad for Meg. If Tory is guilty, it's obviously going to be very bad for Tory. And whatever the final verdict ends up being, by the way, I think both of them should be held accountable. I think the fact that the story after all this time is still so convoluted is pretty worrying. I mean, I feel like we still don't have a cohesive timeline of what actually went down. All we really know for sure is that Tory, Meg, Kelsey and Nicole, which is Meg's former best friend, were all in the same car when Meg allegedly got shot. Tory's security guy was allegedly also there. Police, of course, showed up after getting a report of a disturbance after a witness heard people arguing in that car. That argument led to Tory allegedly firing his gun and allegedly striking Meg in her feet. Allegedly. Did I say allegedly? Yes, allegedly. You know what, man? I feel like everybody is leaving something out in this story. From my observations, nobody has been 100 from the start, which is why all the reports on it have all been so conflicting. Kelsey and Nicole might actually save the day in court. From what I've seen, she hasn't really spoken about what happened that night publicly, and since she was there, she's obviously gonna take the stand in court, and it's gonna be interesting to see what she has to say. I think the worst thing for Meg is the fact that she hasn't done a good job at staying consistent with her story all throughout this entire thing. That's one thing I can say. Also, Meg hasn't really been behaving like someone who's truly telling the truth, not implying that she's blatantly lying because I wasn't there, but she hasn't came off as that credible to me. She was caught omitting some info when the police initially arrived to the scene, that info being the fact that it was a bullet wound she got in her feet. That led to reports saying that Meg was cut by glass and it wasn't a bullet wound. She came back and responded to that by saying, I wasn't upfront with the police because I feared for my life since the police are out here shooting black people and there were a couple of us in that car. That aside, man, I'm just trying to get to the end of this and I think you might feel the same. But yeah, the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez story continues. Any thoughts on it? Definitely let me know in the comment section below and let's have a discussion about this.